where limits were ignored, where speed meant survival. No rockets, just pure jet power. The 30 fastest monsters ever to fly. Who is number 1? Starting at number 30, Nord 1500 Griffon II at Mach 2.19. We start with one of the strangest designs in history. It was basically a flying chimney. The pilot sat directly inside the air intake, riding a ramjet engine that turned the air itself into pure thrust. At number 29, the Sukhoi Su-11 Fishpot at Mach 2.19. A Soviet brute designed for one purpose: kinetic violence. It was essentially a giant engine with wings, built to sprint upward and smash high-altitude bombers before they even knew they were targeted. Number 28. Dassault Mirage 2000 at Mach 2.2. This nimble fighter proves that you don't need to be big to be fast. Its delta wing shape slices through the air with so little drag that it feels like sliding on frictionless ice. Number 27. Dassault Mirage IV at Mach 2.2. This was the rapid response nuclear arrow of France. It was designed to sustain high speeds for so long that the friction heat would actually warm the fuel in its tanks before it reached the target. Coming in at 26, the Lockheed F-104 Starfighter at Mach 2.2, known as the missile with a man in it. At this speed, air feels as hard as concrete. The wings were so thin and razor-sharp that ground crews had to wear guards to avoid slicing their hands. Number 25. Dassault Mirage III at Mach 2.2. The first European plane to break Mach 2 in level flight. It didn't just break the sound barrier, it smashed it, becoming a global export success that proved speed is a universal language. Number 24. BAC Concorde at Mach 2.23. The only civilian entry here. It cruised faster than a rifle bullet while passengers sipped champagne. It flew so fast that the fuselage physically stretched up to a foot due to thermal expansion during the flight. At number 23, the Brawler, McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II at Mach 2.23. Aerodynamically, it was a brick. But with two massive J-79 engines, it proved that if you apply enough raw force, even a brick can outrun the sound barrier. Number 22, Sukhoi Su-35 Flanker E at Mach 2.25. The newest design on our list. This modern marvel ignores Newton's laws, using thrust vectoring to drift through the sky. It combines raw supersonic speed with the agility of a hummingbird. Number 21, Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor at Mach 2.25. The stealth paradox. Usually, speed creates heat that radars can see, but the Raptor supercruises at Mach 2 while remaining invisible. It is the deadliest combination of physics and technology ever built. Number 20, Mikoyan MiG-29 Fulcrum at Mach 2.25. A short-range sprinter designed to defend the Iron Curtain. It has such a high thrust-to-weight ratio that it can accelerate while climbing vertically, leaving gravity in the dust. Number 19, Mikoyan Ye-66 at Mach 2.25. A stripped-down hot rod. They took a standard fighter and removed every single ounce of non-essential weight to create a pure speed record machine that rode the absolute limit of the engine's power. Number 18. English Electric Lightning at Mach 2.27. A British interceptor that drank fuel like water. It was designed to get off the ground and reach 40,000 feet in minutes, essentially sitting on top of two explosions directed backward. Number 17. Panavia Tornado ADV at Mach 2.27. The shapeshifter. Its wings swing backward to reduce drag, turning a wide-winged cruiser into a sleek dart, capable of punching through the thick air of the lower atmosphere at incredible speeds. Number 16. Convair F-106 Delta Dart at Mach 2.31. The ultimate American interceptor of the 60s. It was flown by a single pilot who managed a complex radar while screaming through the stratosphere, armed with a nuclear-tipped rocket to wipe out bomber fleets. Number 15. Dassault Mirage G8 at Mach 2.34, a rare French prototype. It combined the speed of a delta wing with the versatility of a swing wing. It remains a fascinating what-if machine that pushed European aerodynamics to their absolute breaking point. Number 14. Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker at Mach 2.35. the Cobra. This jet changed aerial combat forever by proving you could be big, carry heavy fuel loads, and still move with the agility of a dancer while flying twice the speed of sound. Number 13. Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-23 at Mach 2.35, the Soviet swing-wing answer. It was designed to operate from rough, short runways and then transform in mid-air to a swept-back arrow capable of chasing down Western fighters. At number 12, the Hollywood icon, Grumman F-14 Tomcat at Mach 2.38. This is the heaviest carrier fighter on the list. It used massive, variable geometry wings to lift its bulk off a boat before sweeping them back to become a supersonic needle. Number 11. Tupolev TU-144 at Mach 2.43. The first supersonic transport to fly. It was heavier and faster than the Concorde. The engines required afterburners just to cruise, creating a deafening roar that announced the arrival of the Soviet Union. Number 10. General Dynamics F-111 Aardvark at Mach 2.5, the low-level penetrator. While others flew high, this bomber was designed to fly supersonic just a few hundred feet off the ground, where the air is thickest and the drag is deadliest. At number 9, the undefeated McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle at Mach 2.5. With 104 aerial victories and 0 losses, it is the king of the sky. It has so much power, it can accelerate while flying straight up, defying gravity completely. Number 8. Mikoyan Ye-152 at Mach 2.52. A monster single-engine prototype. It was basically a huge tube filled with jet fuel and one massive turbine. It generated so much pressure that the shock waves could be felt miles away. Number 7. Mikoyan Ye-150 at Mach 2.72. The test bed. This wasn't built for war, it was built to find the melting point of engine turbines. It paved the way for the high-speed interceptors that would terrify the West. Number 6. Mikoyan MiG-31 Foxhound at Mach 2.83. The heaviest interceptor in service today. It acts as a flying radar station. It flies so fast that the canopy glass can get hot enough to burn human skin if touched. Number 5. North American XB-70 Valkyrie at Mach 3.08. This is the heaviest aircraft on the entire list. It is heavier than the Statue of Liberty. Yet, this giant surfed its own shockwaves faster than a bullet. Number 4. Lockheed YF-12 at Mach 3.2. The armed brother of the Blackbird. It proved that you could launch missiles at Mach 3. The closure rate was so fast that the computer had to think faster than any human pilot ever could. Number 3. Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-25 at Mach 3.2. The stainless steel beast. To survive the 300-degree heat of Mach 3, they built it out of heavy steel. Its radar was so powerful, it was rumored to kill rabbits on the side of the runway. At number 2, the legend itself, Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird at Mach 3.32. A titanium masterpiece that outran over 4,000 missiles. It didn't have countermeasures. Its countermeasure was simply hitting the throttle and leaving the danger behind. And at number 1, Lockheed A-12 Oxcart at Mach 3.35. The CIA's secret weapon. While the Blackbird is famous, this plane holds the official title for the fastest recorded jet flight. It flew so fast that the pilot was crossing 35 football fields every single second.